And coming to you live from beautiful Burbank, California. Not in the main studio, in like the alley behind the studio, because, you know, gotta make do. We are having our next edition of CranKy Ducklings Validity Team League versus Ris3n.
Yep. And our first game is already ready with Dalicat versus Kronos on Cerulean 4. So let me start the game now.
Beautiful. Now, Kronos, I don't know too much about him, but he has chose Terran, and based on the name alone, I have this strange gut feeling that we're going to see battle cruises somewhere. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a name, but
It's strange
that
feeling.
is what. Yeah.
We'll find out. Find out.
Now, Dali, of course, our latest pickup for CranKy Ducklings. He's been practicing hard, really improving, and he is in the top. No, fuck. Bottom, left hand corner of Cerulean Fall. I don't have to do Ellie. Nice. That's very liberating. In the bottom left-hand corner map, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner map, we have the Purple Terran, latest pickup for CranKy Ducklings. He's been practicing hard, and he's actually in his, what he told us was his preferred matchup. PvT, that is. I don't really know why. I mean, it's like, you know, I guess he's pretty good. Look. Let's find out, alright? Let's find out why he likes PvT. You don't need, you know, we don't need to know everything beforehand. Sometimes just let the game speak for us. We have, represent CranKy Ducklings, we have Dalicat. And on the top right-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, we have the Red Terran. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, we have a Terran who seems as though he, good, this gives me time to drag out the intro, reminds me of somebody I know who does battle cruises. We have, on the Fires Division, but representing Ris3n as a whole, we have Kronos.
So far so good. Double gas though, from the Terran.
Yeah, it typically indicates something, I'm gas heavy.
I both scouted each other's bases, so there are no surprises there. And both have a worker at each other's base still, so they will know everything that is happening.
Yep. Just slowing down to a halt. Feel a little bit more offensive as sweeper.
This is a factory. Is that a 1-1-1?
I mean, by definition, it would be. I guess it depends on whether or not we'll see a starport later on.
Meanwhile, Dalicat decided to go with a Stalker first.
Yep. Now getting his double gate. Second, Nexus before gate is, I mean, it's a little bit risky, but it's not game ending. It's not a build order loss.
And the Tripper gets out alive. It doesn't need to scout because there's still this SCV in this base. So
yeah, just chilling. Imagine if it was just mining, and no, not even mining, just patrolling back and forth.
Okay, I'm gonna give you Observer for a moment. I hope I'm giving you Observer for a moment.
Yeah, you're gonna regret this soon.
I know.
Alright, yep, here comes a starport. So pretty much confirming it is 1-1. Quick Cyclone, whether he'll use it for defense or he'll do the Volt thing and go for a drop is yet to be seen. It's got a reactor on, but he does have the gas for second Cyclone, so I guess it's just not really known yet. Late expansion, so yeah, this is definitely a offensive move. Rolling on the other side of the map. Dally, just going very gateway heavy. He is getting his Robo Bait now, and Blink, so this will help a ton. There's the Medivacs coming in. If he gets Medivacs. If he... Alright, well, continuing to pump out Cyclones. Once again, though, Dally has time, but he has yet to place any sort of shield batteries.
Okay, I'm back and alive. Hopefully.
Nice.
Because the stream kept dying, so I had to check if I can do something about that.
Ah.
Blink is on the way, Immortals are as well.
Yep. Okay, so it's not actually going to be a Cyclone drop, it's going to be a multi-prong Cyclone with Banshees.
Yeah, and there's a tech lab
is...
still, so probably Cloak Banshee, question mark? Or is it just for the Banshee?
It's not getting it yet. I mean, Dally has nothing for Vision or what's it called, Revealing, so it's not a bad idea to get Cloak.
He does have a Robo, but it's making Immortals for now. No observers.
No shield batteries down either, which personally I would like to see. He has the Immortal count to deflect this though, so it's fine.
Yeah. Especially on top of a ramp, like that's not an easy way to attack. If it was a drop, it would have a better chance, but just straight up the ramp, probably not.
Yep. Spam in all caps, cheer for Dally Cats. We'll work on that. You don't have any emotes on that.
There's more factories.
Mech versus Protoss.
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean it's not a bit terrible move. It is weaker, especially since Dally is going for Stalker Immortal, especially with the Immortals, but it's not the worst move in the world. You can still make it work very well. Yeah, all about positioning at that point.
Yeah, but however, Kronos barely has anything right now, and this army is knocking on his door.
Blink. That aggressive blink was basically the best thing Dalicat could have done.
Oh, he's loading up. He's gonna try to blink in. Maybe? Or just elevate?
Oh, can you do it?
No,
I don't think he can. Yeah, he can blink up.
I didn't know you can actually blink that far.
Yeah, alright. But good to know now. No cloak for you, and this is really rough for Kronos at this point.
Yeah, and he relayed his units to the natural and didn't pull them back before all the SCVs died.
Those Cyclones will not be able to repair it before they get one shot. GG is called. Dalicat gonna bring this up. Game 1 for the CranKy Ducklings. A very clean game by Dalicat and by Kronos. You can sort of see he was planning something out, but in the end, just didn't really pan out. He had a plan. It's just
I don't know. I don't know about this build, but I mean, honestly, like we've seen that he has a gold border, so maybe like he just doesn't have his builds figured out quite exactly.
It's possible.
Because first thing is like we rarely see mech in a games versus Protoss, and secondly like there were those little things where he like didn't notice that he was getting attacked and like didn't pull his units and stuff like that. Like that happens.
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay, so I am not actually in the chat, so I don't know what's the next map.
All right.
I don't know if you are.
Well, we're still waiting on I am in chat. We are still waiting on Ris3n for the map pick.
Okay.
Now let's do some high level Gold League analysis, Gold
Oh
League
my.
casting analysis. Right
Oh my.
Here. I'm going to say, well, I mean, no time because Megabet Cup has decided for Asset Plan on
Oh,
behalf
okay.
of Ris3n.
Acid plant. There you go.
I'm pretty sure Light's making a lobby, so. Oh wait, you're adding it to right. God damn.
Hmm?
Nothing. It's fine. It's fine.
Hmm?
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Now, Acid Blunt, of course. Probably my favorite map of the map pool. It's fairly standard map, but still favors aggression quite a bit. That and all the dead air makes Doom cropping so easy. We don't know who the opponent for Ris3n is as of yet, but we do know that May, or Dalicat, I should say, it does sometimes have trouble with significant multi-prongs.
Looks like it's G-subs. I've seen that 9 before.
I feel like that's a play on some Korean musician.
Maybe. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw him in previous matches of the team.
Oh, interesting. So this is going to be a PvZ. Beautiful matchup. Now, what do you think about PvZ, Kuro?
I have no thoughts on PvZ. I have some thoughts on ZVP though. But I don't think those will be helpful for Dalicat, so...
Well, no, alright then.
Because usually, like, if you know the matchup, you're, like, able to, like, you know, give advice to people, but I found out that I know how to break the Protoss. I don't know how to, like, respond to it as a Protoss, like...
Right. Alright, I play this already.
Like when Dari was mentioning that it's hard for him to take the third base, I'm like, I know that my goal is to destroy the third base. I'm not quite sure how to make you save it. I can tell you that that's what I'm going for.
Yep. It's like, just don't let me do that.
Yeah, don't let me do that, because that's my goal.
Yep. Orbital command centers can call down mules to gather additional resources. Use mules every chance you get. See, Dustin Browder, who I decided sends the hints. I don't. That's been written. It's been declared. Dustin Browder gives the hints. He is telling me to mule everything. But this player right here, he can't mule everything because he doesn't have mules. Because he is the purple Terran? No, fuck. Protoss. In the bottom right-hand corner map, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner map of Asset Plant. A good map. He has taken the first game for the CranKy Ducklings, representing the CranKy Ducklings in what he is self-describing as his worst matchup. But that's neither here nor there, you know. We have CranKy Dalicat. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Orange Zerg coming down to avenge his fallen Kronos friend on the guy who killed his fallen Kronos friend. We have the Orange Zerg in the Flames division of Ris3n, but representing Ris3n as a whole. We have J-Subs. If my intros seem quieter, it's because I just got message that I was being too loud.
Messaged. So. Not even told. Messaged.
Yep.
Okay. Double gas from Dalicat this time.
Yeah.
And this was a hatch first, I want to say.
Yep. Yeah, the hatch is almost done before the pool, so it's
Yeah.
definitely a hatch first. Opting for that.
Is this a
double hit
wall?
once more.
This is a wall, right?
It's not a solid wall.
I mean,
I
there's
had
the space
Zealot,
for
it's
the
not
Zealot,
double.
but
Yeah.
I have my doubts about this wall, honestly.
I mean,
It's-
this is a wall that's hard to open up later on for Immortals and Archons. Because what do you clear? You need to place down... I mean, you could kill the pylon, I suppose, but then you need to place down 2 more pylons to repower the buildings. A little bit wonky, but it works for now.
Yeah, I just hope there is no space like right next to the ramp, because it is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there
Yeah,
is,
it
but
looks
it
pretty
looks
solid
suspicious.
Yeah, it looks pretty solid.
And the
Now,
Stargate.
the curious thing is he put it in his main as opposed to his natural.
And the scout from G-Subs sees everything.
Hmm.
It's already
This is
making
what we were
spores.
telling you in practice earlier, Quirky.
I mean, Overlord Scout is pretty popular. Like that's nothing unusual. Although this one is quite early. Like usually you send the scouts slightly later. Like I don't know, 3:30 maybe.
Well, I suppose another thing is that it is versus Protoss, so you want to know what their initial opening is,
sure.
and you know that.
I mean, the thing
you
is
should be
that
safe
like
from attack.
normally like like both me and Light, like we typically drone scouts, so we don't have the problem of not knowing what
Right.
the Protoss is doing on the beginning.
Yeah. Drone Scout 17 out of 22.
Yep. And that Oracle is ready, but there are the spores everywhere, so I guess we will see
Yeah.
what it does. And
I'm thinking he wants
Adepts
to
in the
wait
same time.
for- Not bad.
Oh.
Oh, he shades that right on top of the Zerglings.
and Oracle comes in as
Honestly, that's
well.
a little bit of a mistake.
Yeah,
Yep.
he should have split it. He should have left the Adepts in the natural and go with the Oracle to the main. And now he loses the Oracle as well.
Yeah. He's got another on the way, or maybe even waiting a little bit, getting a double Oracle, so
Oh,
he
and
can
Void
tank.
Ray next.
He knows they can tank a couple of shots, but at the same time, 2 Oracles one-shot a drone.
Also 2 Adepts one shot the drone.
Yep.
If you target.
Yeah. I think Dali.
It's
can be
another
attentive
Oracle
enough.
coming.
I'm thinking he's gonna be a bit more pensive with this one.
Yeah,
Just
I mean there are a
tagging
lot
and-
of queens around, there are spores, so it's not easy to manage that.
Yeah,
And there
You should
are
know
the
that.
roaches coming out.
but Void Race though.
Yeah, how many
Now,
does he
fun
have though?
fact,
1.
He has 1, and he's getting another one on the way. But look, Prismic Shard, the dream. Now, fun fact is that right before the match, Dalicat was showcasing this build in a warm-up game versus Quirky. And Quirky, admittedly, now Dalicat was not in a good position. He was in 1 base, 23 workers made total. He was really in bad shape. But Quirky later on said that the Void Ray switch threw him off so much that it mind gamed him into giving an early GG. So hopefully we see something similar going down.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this move out from G-Subs. Like, I understand that he has to do something at this point, but he saw the Void Rays with his Overlord because the Overlord was killed by the Void Rays, so he knows that the Dalicat is prepared. And like, 2 Void Rays are good to defend some roach attack. I mean, maybe not completely clear it out, but like, Void Rays deal pretty well with roaches.
Yep. He's also got a pretty good wall. He's got shield batteries down, sentry for Guardian Shield, and a ton, well, not a ton, but enough stalkers that this really shouldn't be too much of a problem. It might contain Dalicat, though.
He's gonna drop!
Or the drop alerts could come down.
He's gonna drop! Oh my
Or the drop
god!
alerts could come down.
Oh dear.
Now this is up to Dally to spot this. He has
Dally
nothing
has no vision.
over in the dead air. Nothing over there. Have you learned nothing from watching BlizzCon?
Oh dear.
Dally, please.
Oh dear.
Dally.
He's
Dally.
in the dark and he's moving out as well. Oh dear. And this is this blank spot in the main that nobody remembers about.
Now, Dally does have recall, but it'll still take a while for his units to actually reach there. And
Yeah, and he has to
Alright,
realize that this is happening.
Yep. Now, what does he do? Recall? Or
All the probes
does he
are.
go for a base?
Look at
He
the
has to
probes.
recall.
The probes are stuck. The probes are stuck by the pylon.
No.
No.
Alright, you have to recall this, Dally. Oh no, he's actually going for it. He's jumping straight onto the.
Yeah, he wants to base trade, I think.
Sure. Yeah,
But-
I feel like this is a mistake, you know.
Not necessarily, because this attack is not that big, but I would say that he has to like escape with a probe or two to make a building.
Okay.
Because yeah,
Maybe he wants to. I think maybe he wants to deny an expansion and then
I don't know.
recall.
I don't know. I just don't think he can kill G-subs fast enough.
That's a probe out. Yeah, me neither. That's why I think he should. Yeah.
Like
This is pretty rough. Res
the rule
probes,
number
yes,
one. The rule number one of base trade is that you need to get a worker out. But he's doing that now.
Yep.
No? No? Still no?
Nope.
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 Workers are dead.
All his workers are killed, yeah.
There are two somewhere on the
No,
map.
he got two somewhere on the map, yeah. Unit. Okay. Oh, they're on the other side building pylons. Nice.
Okay, good. I actually
Okay,
can see them
but
on the map.
still though, the defender's advantage is starting to show for J-subs, and
Still warping.
this is really rough. He's lost
Yeah.
one Void Ray, those were basically his gold.
Yeah,
exits.
he only has the void race now. This is his whole
Now look at how
army.
many spores J-subs is throwing down. That is...
Yeah.
I really don't think Dally's gonna be able to kill those.
Yeah, I don't think he should attack into this, but I think he's just just wants to end
Yep.
it. He put a nexus in the top right corner, so
Okay.
there's that. He wants to
Yep.
kill the roach one at least.
His
That's a good
Nexuses-
move.
All his Nexuses are still alive, actually. Okay.
Yeah, like the bases are
I
not
feel like
killed.
he can... Yeah. I feel like Dally could hold position and just take out roaches and not move into spore range.
I don't know. Roaches are still faster
roaches.
than void race.
Yeah.
And like the biggest thing is that Dali has no economy right now. He's trying. Oh, not even. I thought he was trying to start probe production, but it's not gonna help
Well,
right
he
now.
has no minerals to build probes, is the thing.
Yeah. He just this is all he has right now.
These
This is what he has
rays
to deal with.
are gonna have to put... These rays are gonna have to carry Dally right now. He does have the ninja. Okay, the ninja base is actually gonna get scouted. And that's in trouble. Yeah, I would not be surprised if we see a GG from the side of Dally very soon.
Yeah, with no economy and no
Right, so-
army. GG.
GG! Alright. But a weird game right there. That... Man, that drop really threw Dally off.
Yeah,
and I know
it
from
did.
experience how it can be.
I mean, the thing is that Zerg drops are so rare that nobody expects them.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
And
So
that-
I don't particularly blame him.
at the same time, though, I would say I'm a bit surprised that G-subs didn't just kill the base as it was, because Dali was not coming back.
Yeah, I, feel like maybe...
I guess he was afraid that he's not gonna win the base trade.
Yeah, which in itself is a little questionable.
I don't know.
But
I mean, base trade is always a risk, so I guess it worked.
Yep.
Worked for him in the end.
yeah.
On that note, thanks for resub, Vault.
Thanks, Vault. 8. Oh, Octo. No, wait. Octo Duck. Oh no, not Octo Duck, 16 Squid.
Yeah, 16 squid.
Senseki.
Hmm.
And all right. Thanks, Sarah.
And what is it? What's it?
Oh, they didn't say. It is Parasite, actually. Huh, okay,
See?
okay.
See?
Okay.
See?
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot it was our pick. And they don't fucking talk in clan chat. They're all in the fancy voice chat. Hashtag cult the fuck out. Screw you guys. Light and Dally and Quirky and
Wow.
Phoenix Cheers.
Wow.
I'm gonna go make my own voice chat with whatchamacalls it. I would say blackjack and hookers, but I think both of those are illegal, so.
I would say that's like one thing I don't like about casting. That I'm missing all the voice chat. This pretty interesting experience. And one of the only chances to hear light casting nowadays.
Hashtag cult the fuck out. Yeah, voice chat is pretty wild. I have to say. Which, by the way, if you subscribe to the channel, you can have access to it.
Yeah, actually yes. That's a thing.
Yeah,
Because we
voice
typically
chat,
just talk in the sub chat. Because why not?
Man, last time I played, not last time, but like one thing I remember playing was in the clan war versus All Inspiration, and after my game I just jumped into voice chat. The only thing I can hear was Milk and Light losing their goddamn shit. And I was like, yep.
Yep.
That's game.
Yep. And it was only worse during the game itself. Like
Yeah,
they were
I
just
can imagine.
screaming.
I can imagine. Quirky versus J-Sub. So Quirky has recently been promoted to Diamond 3. Now, per VTL rules, because he started the VTL season in Platinum and he has well over 75 games and has not yet been promoted to Diamond 2, he can still play in the Plat spot.
Yep. According to the VTL rules, you can still play the previous spot. That rule actually has been cleared out recently because of the way it's been praised.
That is right. Milk graduates tonight.
Yep.
So
Yes, he does.
I look forward to getting yelled at a lot more.
I know,
Coach
right?
Milk.
I mean, honestly, like I miss that. I miss those practice sessions with Coach Milk. They were special.
And I will plug after the intros because in the top left-hand corner map, spawning in the top left-hand corner map, on the top left-hand corner map of Para. Goddamn, this is good. Sight. In the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Red Zerg. Being able to type series 1-1, making this a truly competitive team league that we have to fight for. We have the Red Zerg from the Flames division of Ris3n, but representing Ris3n as a whole, we have J-Subs.
We'll pull first this time.
Yeah. I mean, may as well. It's CBC.
Yep.
And on the bottom right corner map, spawning the bottom right corner map, in the bottom right corner map, we have the stats boy himself, the guy who yells at TY. We have the Splice Man. We have the Orange Zerg representing Clan CranKy. The CranKy clan. We have Quirky. Stats boys.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, Quirky is actually part of Splice. As in, not like team member, but like a moderator and stuff, like behind the scenes person.
Yep. As such, he has a direct pipeline to TY whenever he needs to yell at him for mistakes
Sure,
he makes.
totally. That's what happens. I'm sure of it. But yeah,
Now,
the builds are pretty similar except for the order. Like
yeah,
the gas
timings are a
timing
little
and
bit-
stuff.
Yeah. Now, I want to remind people that Quirky did very recently get promoted, so I'm thinking we're going to be seeing a very different Quirky than we're used to.
Mm.
Or maybe a similar Quirky, but just with a bit more refinement, you know. You don't get bitter because you got a new border, you get a new border because, something.
Okay, so Gisup's queen is faster. He's making a second one as well. I mean, he clearly
His
likes
bailing
his
nest is
queens.
faster. As he should. Good, did pretty good defense, man.
Yeah, the bending nest is first for Quirky though. So that's gonna be important.
Useful. I mean, yeah, queens are good overall for defense, but banelings are just so much better for defense when you're up against Lingbane.
And we do know that Quirky likes his Bane busts. And the links are already
Right.
going to the other side of the map, and there are no units for G-subs yet. He's making a bending nest, but he has no links. He has only 2 links. I mean, if
He
he
does
turns...
have the queens though, which is tricky. Yeah, which
True.
is tricky for Quirky to deal with, but you know.
The speed is about to finish though. But he can take this fight. Or can he take this queen? Can!
He can with just
if
links, yeah.
Yeah, he just has
That's
to
a pretty
focus
good
it.
surface area. Nice.
It was out
And
of
I've seen
position,
full
just
wall.
waddled out. Yeah, like he saw a bunch of links and he's like, yeah, this is totally linked that. This is what's gonna happen. I mean, it's safety
And
as well.
Yeah, Quirky right on top of everything.
Oh dear.
Also gets a Roach Warren. Now it's later than J-subs, but to be honest, I don't think he's gonna.
I
feel
don't
like
think
Quirky
we're gonna
will
get to
force
this
the
phase.
situation. Yeah, I think like Quirky will force the situation where it like just doesn't matter. Balins crash into the. Oh, that queen's still alive.
Yeah. Fun fact, queens do very well versus banelings. As silly as that sounds. You're actually...
They have
Yeah,
no
you're actually...
arm attack, and there you go.
Yeah, but you're actually better off just killing the evolution chamber rather than killing the queen with banelings.
But you're pretty good
Starships.
killing the links with banelings, like as demonstrated.
Yeah.
So overall, a queen, a Evo chamber. I mean, not too bad, but Quirky
Yeah,
was
but
definitely looking for
it-
something juicier.
Yeah, it didn't do the damage it had to. And G-Subs is up on workers now, he has the tech, he has the roaches already popping out. So I don't know about this, I don't know.
Yeah, as much as he has kind of been forced onto 2 bases, Quirky is not in a position to get a massive economic lead yet.
Yeah. His natural is not saturated yet. His fusion is good.
Soon,
None of them
my
is taking
sweet.
a third base, both of them are playing rather safe.
Yep. Well, yeah. Both
Because
of
you
them
could, because you could
just
take a third
because
base at this time, why not?
because from the side of J-subs, you
Yeah.
feel like Quirky's gonna come in, and from the side of Quirky, you really need to saturate your
Yeah,
natural before you can think of getting
that's
third.
exactly what is like. You want to be safe first.
Yep. And yeah, just almost it's almost like we're seeing a PvP where instead of the old CVC mantra of, oh, okay, nice, all right, fine, we're seeing a third now.
Yeah, good.
As I was saying, instead of the old CBC mantra where it's like, oh, this player is defending, oh, this player is counterattacking, oh no, this player overextended. Instead, we're seeing the mantra of, all right, the two players are hanging back, building their armies, just waiting for the right moment to go in.
Once again, macro hatch from G-Subs, but I'm pretty sure there was actually a joke at one of the podcasts some years ago where, like, when pros are playing especially, it's like the armies crash and they're like, actually no, I don't have the right numbers, let me go back and meet like in 20 minutes. And then they meet and like, no, actually I don't have the right upgrades, let us go back and meet at 20 minutes. Also, this drone is being lazy.
Is that a real thing? Oh yeah, that drone. That needs to be fired.
Please.
And by that,
he's like pushed by the roach, like,
like, out of my way, you lazy drone.
But yeah, the supplies are close now. Quirky is catching up in workers, slowly but surely. He actually has bigger army, technically. But it's probably because he has more roaches, question mark?
I mean, he has the biggest supply, but yeah, the composition is not yet on his side.
I mean, roaches take a lot of supplies, so...
At this point, I'm not too sure about the macro hatch of J-Subs. Like, I feel like it would have been better to just get a third. I mean, she can still get a third now, but, you know.
Yeah, I think a third base would be actually better, especially since he's not getting attacked right now. Like, he made this wall and like he just like turtled inside and he's like, can I go out now?
All things considered though, the income is actually kind of even.
Yeah, like the difference in workers is closing in. Now G-Subs is taking the third base, but there is a run by coming exactly at the same time.
Spotted by the Overlord. Oh, you listened to Light. Quirky.
Yeah, he did.
Light was telling him earlier. Spread your Overlords, man.
Yeah, that's exactly the point of those Overlords, to know when the third is coming down. You shouldn't be losing the links like that, though.
Yes. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful to me when a wave of Lings walks, crashes into a wave of Banes.
You're horrible.
Explosions, man.
Oh, okay. G-Subs is taking different third then. That's not a common third, I would say. And attacking at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, when you've got two potential thirds which are, I would say, safer than that, that's a very risky board expansion.
I mean, I would say it may be similar to how if you have a pocket, you will take the front base anyway, so you have a safer third. Maybe it's similar way of thinking.
I can see that. Alright, Quirky, it took a little bit of time to react, but now that he's got a very nice concave down. He might eat a couple of corrosive vials. No, manages to dodge it right at the end. Whew.
Yeah, he didn't dodge the first few buys, but the numbers are on his side this time. The upgrades are up for G-Subs because he has the armor as well, but in these numbers it actually doesn't matter.
As well.
Yeah.
Quirky is taking some pretty good fights though. Not eating the vials, getting... well, he was getting some pretty good concaves earlier, but now it seems he's sort of crashing.
He almost walked into his own buys.
Oh,
this is a choke.
This is a very good choke point. Oh, he did run the circlings into the vial this time. And now Quirky's turn to be on the choke, but yeah. Vial still on cooldown.
They're actually helping each other take down these rocks. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's put aside the differences for the hatred of... He did eat his own vial that time. Quirky, please.
Yeah, that's the thing about buys. Like, they take so long to actually land that you can forget that they're there.
Yep. Not a bad shot from Quirky, but not the big money shot that you need. That was a pretty good snipe.
Okay,
on
that's
that
a good
Ravager,
concave for G-Subs though. I'm not sure why he's backing out.
Quirky. Very dangerous for Quirky.
The upgrades are even.
Is about to finish on G-Sub. Yeah, Tutu is about to finish with G-Sub-Zo, and I think that might be enough for her to chase Quirky all the way back. And potentially break him, even. It's following along. 7 seconds away.
Attention.
Attention. And now it's done.
Here's the numbers as
trying
well.
to move forward, make sure everything, yeah. He's trying to make sure everything hits at the same time, but it's not going to matter in the end. You're really starting to see that upgrade difference hit. One bile, trying to do something, but that armor, man. That armor. And now these roaches can basically just walk in like, yeah, no, what are you going to do? I'm hitting upgrades, man. And this might be it for Quirky.
Yeah, like, it's really hard to catch up when the opponent already has superior numbers.
And upgrades.
And upgrades. It's also gonna lose a lot of the economy.
What's making though? Nothing, so...
I mean, G-Subs is making literally nothing. He just dedicated all attention to this attack.
Yep. I mean, if Quirky is able to hold this, then he might not be in too terrible a position.
I mean, he did lose.
Never
he
mind,
lose the
he is
base.
down 50 workers.
Yeah,
so.
and he's down 50 workers, exactly. I actually think 70 workers is a bit much for 3 bases. Just a little bit.
I mean, he's got a macro hatch, so you know.
Yeah, he has a 4th now too. But I feel like those drones could be units. Let's be honest. But yeah, like, Quirky is retaking a 3rd, actually the other one. He's trying to do a linger by here as well. But this base is fortified.
Lights not gonna be down yet. Stop targeting. Okay, it's backing off. Alright, now it's running in.
Yeah, it will be really hard to get back into this game.
Absolutely. But he's gonna try to find a way to. Except J-Subs is switching to Hydra Lurker now, so. With even more roaches. Just look at the income difference, and that's kind of all you have to know about the rest of this game. But I mean, I'm a strong believer that with perfect micro, Quirky could be able to come back into this. I'm a strong believer in the power of micro. Mostly because I refuse to believe in the power of math.
Quirky is getting his own Hydra then. I don't think Hydras alone will help him. I think
if he gets a concave, if he gets some good bile shots.
No, I think actually Lurkers would be better if he wanted to come back, because Lurkers base more on positioning than numbers, I guess. But
I suppose so, but you need the Hydras in order to get the Lurkers anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, this is where you really see the power, and GG is called the power of the upgrades, and J-Subs gonna take Ris3n into a 2-1 lead. Alright. PC is gonna be playing random.
Yep.
He has said, now, if I go off of memory, which is awful, he has said that he's confident in PvZ. He's confident in TVC, I want to say, but not in CVC, I want to say.
I mean, is anyone really confident in CVC?
I mean, I just remember he does not like PvP lately. And speaking of PvP, he doesn't have to worry about this regardless, because not only has he rolled... Oh, look at that. It's, they're telling the thing in the thing. Because not only is... I'll get to him later, but it's also because he's up against a Zerg player. I need to relearn how to use my diaphragm and not my throat.
Mhm.
In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map of Dreamcatcher, we have the red a red swarm over the what color was Quirky? Orange? Orange swarm earlier on. Can she repeat a miracle this time in ZVT? I mean, I don't think so. Phoenix Tears, he's first off on CranKy, and second off, he used to be on Psyx. They're a clan of Terran, and they pretty much invent. And this is a bold claim. I understand it's a bold claim, but Psyx invented 2-1, and it's a bold claim. It's a bold claim. I understand, but just trust me on this. I can back it up. I can write a 1-paragraph statement to back up my claim. Right? Right. She is from the Flames division, but is representing Ris3n as a whole. She is J-Subs. And the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Orange Terran. And as I said, should I repeat myself? Yeah, I'm going to repeat myself. He knows what he's doing in Terran, especially in TBC. I mean, he used to be on Psyx. He's now on CranKy Ducklings. Both clans known for their Terran players. And I mean, again, Psyx basically invented 2-on-1. It's like, yeah, it is a bold claim. It is a very bold claim to say that this amateur clan, well, I mean, they have light and stuff now. They swallow, what's it called? Sponsor pros. But I am confident that they invented 2-on-1. He is the Orange Terran, he is Phoenix Tears. There's Standard Reaper expand coming up. This is actually a 1-1-1. Okay.
Oh?
Yeah. I don't see any barracks being built anywhere.
True, true.
This is a reactor first. Now I'm running through every possible builds that could go through my head. I'm thinking Hellion, Raven. I'm thinking fucking Hellion Hellbat timing. I'm thinking double factory was not something I was thinking though.
What about this hidden factory
This is
though?
a 1-2-1. That is not something I was considering. 1-2-1?
It's more like 1-2.
I mean- Yeah, I mean, I don't see Starport yet. And that's the important part of
He's putting
Hellion
bunkers down there.
Raven, I suppose. But yeah, he's still... I mean, Hellion Raven is pretty versatile, but from what I've seen, especially from the likes of Geothermal, from the likes of Innovation, it's Hellion Raven into Bio, as opposed to into Mech.
Hmm.
Phoenix Tears, though, we know he's main Protoss for a while. Recently, taking a bit of a plunge into competitively playing random. So, and I know a lot of... yeah, there's an armory before an entry bay. And as I was saying, I know a lot of Protoss players, when they play Terran, have said that they feel more comfortable with Mech as opposed to Bio. So, you know, it would not surprise me. I think this might be a Hellbat timing, actually.
Yeah, I was
again,
gonna
no
say,
Starport.
the armory is kind of suggesting the Hellbat timing, which
Yeah.
for a while was pretty popular in TVZ. Also, I just want to say that G-Subs went blindly for Baneling Nest without scouting Phoenix Tears' base at all. In fact, I don't know if... wait, let me check. Yeah, he's not seeing anything. He's blind right now. He only saw the first command center and the Reaper that came to him. Like, he's not scouting Phoenix Tears at all. Which may be pretty interesting. He's putting spores down though, outside of his mineral line. So that will be helpful in case any air comes. But
Yeah.
yeah.
You know?
Yes.
And this is when the Overlord Scout comes in useful.
Yeah, but it never went inside the base. just chilling outside of it. And there are just more and more Hellions popping out, as well as a few Cyclones. So I guess it's just a Hellion Cyclone. Maybe Hellbat
Hellion,
Cyclone.
Cyclone, Hellbat push, yeah. I mean, it's use Hellions, you go in there, and then right outside you transform them into Hellbats. Banelix might help out a little bit,
Yeah,
but I'm
Banelix
thinking he knows how to position his army to soak up damage.
Yeah, because that's the thing, like, Banelix deal very well with Hellbats, so that's actually useful. Because, you know, both of them
Not
are short range,
Cyclones,
so...
though.
Yeah, not necessarily Cyclones, but there are only few of them, so... This depends a
I still think
lot
it's
on...
enough to create a meat shield.
I don't know. I'm not sure, actually. So I guess it depends how it's gonna play out.
I'm mostly thinking bio terms, right? If Hellbats are Marines, then Cyclones are Marauders, and you put the Marauders in front to soak
Okay, this is not bad.
Banelings. Alright,
Okay,
it's not particularly a meat shield.
He's
Very
split.
good splits, actually. It killed most of the Hellbats, but a lot of the Cyclones are still alive.
Yeah,
And
they are
Hellion
damage
reinforcements
dealers.
are on the way.
The
Look at the barbecue!
Yeah, all the drones.
Look at that
Just
barbecue!
straight GG.
Oh.
And this is why scouting is important.
Such a strong timing. Well, not even timing, but...
I mean, I honestly wonder if, like, G-Subs had a chance to hold that if he saw it coming. Or at least he would prepare, because he just went for straight like Link Bane without even like checking what the Terran is doing, because I guess he's used to the fact that it's usually like some kind of Marines, right?
I suppose.
Although I think mech is fairly popular, so I don't know. I mean, as I said, like, as they say, knowing is half the battle. You have to have the vision to actually know what you're fighting. So yeah.
Or you can make man with gun.
Yeah, or you can make man with gun.
Alright, Lost and Found is going to be our next map. We do not yet know our opponent,
okay.
But yeah. Lost and Found. It looks like our caster battles are real, because our next opponent is Gravity.
Yep, we've actually been casted by him before.
Yep. He was very impressed by Milk, if I'm not wrong.
Okay then, so Gravity will be playing Terran.
Okay.
And also he says that he will be casting the Clash of Continents qualifiers, it seems.
You should go watch that. Soon, TM. It's gonna happen. Probably after our match.
Yeah, after our match probably. I don't remember right now
TM.
what time the broadcast starts.
Soonish. About an hour-ish.
Yeah. Soon TM.
And speaking of soon TM, in the top left corner of the map, so in the top left corner of the map, we have the right hand corner of the map, we have the purple Terran. We are in for a bit of a battle of the casters right now. The caster from Ris3n, I should say, rather. He casts a lot of different stuff, but you know. Very impressed by Milk, if I remember correctly. We have representing the from the Ashes division, but representing the Ris3n as a whole, we have Gravity.
Also organizing his own tournament recently, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, you should go check that out. Or something. In the bottom left corner of the map, surrounding in the bottom left corner of the map, in the bottom left corner of the map, we have the best caster from South Africa, arguably the best in CranKy, I think. I mean, who else is in contention for that? Steel? Yeah, I put Phoenix here ahead of Steel. So we have the Orange Zerg representing the CranKy clan and Clan CranKy in the orange shorts. Look at that! Look at the decal. It's shorts. We have the brother. We have Phoenix Tears.
So it's not shorts, it's trunks. He's playing in the trunks. The orange trunks.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, totally. Also, it seems like they're having some exchange during all of this happening. Also, I just want
they know
to...
each other pretty well.
Yeah, they do. Also, I just want to point out how this is like the mirror of previous game, where now the Phoenix is the Zerg, and he's playing versus a Terran, and I guess we will see what he will do in opposite situation.
Yeah, he's going Reactor, Rax, Factory. Now the question is what he gets after that factory.
The Reaper is already on the way.
Queen's on the way out now.
I would honestly laugh if Gravity just went for the same build.
That's the same build.
Yeah, just because, like, just to see if it works.
You know, just experimenting, you know.
Oh, that was a nice save with a spore. No drones died.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, 0 kills on this Reaper. It's gonna kill this thing though.
Might change that though.
Oh, or not? Or not? He didn't
Mama
target
Queen
the...
popped out right in the nick of time.
Yeah, but also he didn't target the damaged one. I think if he did, it would die.
Alright, so this is a 1-1 from Gravity.
Okay, so more standard.
It's... Yep, starting off with Hellions.
Yeah,
Getting
that's
the wall
typically...
down, just in case.
That's typically what happens with 1-1-1.
Double go Ravens is the big thing.
Now Phoenix 2 sees the Hellions popping. I mean, he sees the factory. We don't know if he sees the Hellions themselves, but he should be expecting it. He's taking a third.
Probably.
That's a fairly standard third. Actually, a bit late, maybe. I mean, I don't know how it works with the queens. Like, I'm used to my supply timings, but I also don't get that many queens very soon. Evo Chamber and Binding Nest. Okay. But he should be making links. Because that's a lot of Hellions. You need a spine or a lot of links to defend that.
Or just a wall of queens.
Yeah, I mean, queens help too. Maybe... How many do we have? There are 2 here, 3 here. The third is a bit out there. Yeah, maybe the queens can deal with that.
And they definitely can, even if they take too much damage, which really they shouldn't.
Yeah, at the very least, they are scaring off the Hellions. Meanwhile, there's a Banshee coming up. No cloak though. Oh, that's a lot of links.
Yep. That's the amount that Phoenix is needed. Not necessarily the angle he wanted though.
Yeah. Like he was squeezing in next to the queens. he accidentally created a choke. Oh, that's a nice round by. Like he knows that like Gravity is focusing on this side of the map, so he probably won't have much on this side. Yeah, the Cyclones are moving out as well. And the wall is not complete, so a round by is totally possible.
And again, queens are pretty good for defense, yo. Plus a combination of a very nice
that was nice catch.
Surface area for the Lings. Yep. Each Hellion that he's able to chip off is less momentum for later.
Just 1 by 1. Also, Gravity is focusing his army in one place. I'm not sure what I think about that.
I mean...
Like, even without Cloak, I would probably send the Banshee the other way.
Yeah, I guess so. It really depends. What do you want to do? Do you want to smash your opponent in one direction, or do you want to try to distract your opponent and get economic value. And right now, I think I'm with you in that Gravity might have miscalculated. But he is getting reinforced with sound, so that extra DPS can still help out.
Yeah, the only problem is that actually Lynx are very good versus Cyclones, because they are very... there's just a lot of small targets jumping on top of you, which is not something Cyclones like. The tank will help though, if it will be sieged.
And if it's not pounced on by Lynx.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, spores are coming up. Macro hedge as well.
Yeah, when you're in dire, if you're in need of defense, if you're know you're gonna be on the defensive, then why not?
The command center just finished for Gravity, so he's gonna be expanding to the third. Also, he's adding more factories. This is full on mech. As if the Cyclones with tanks weren't enough of a tell.
No, yeah. Blue Flame is gonna be the hardest thing in the world for Phoenix to move into, though.
Yeah, with slow Lynx, it's hard to approach
tanks,
this.
Yeah, plus slow Banes. Yeah, no. He is backed into a corner right now. He is getting his transfuses down. Misses one by a bit too late. He really needs to get him now. Trying to target down the tank.
Getting it out slowly. No, he didn't get the tank.
But nope.
He didn't get the tank.
That is really the major force pinning Phoenix Tears back. It's not killing him by any means.
Yeah, it's more of a zoning thing. Like, he can't attack into a tank. Like, that's the thing. Because like half of his forces die on the way.
Gather a ton of Lings.
Okay, he's
enough
cleared
to
out.
distract the tank.
Yes. He cleared it out. Only one Hellion survives this.
Yeah. At the end of the day, Phoenix Tears makes it out with 14 Lings. Well, he's morphed a bunch of Banelings. And he's getting Mutalisks.
The important thing is... Yeah, the important thing is he lost no workers.
Yep.
Like, his base wasn't actually touched. Like, he was fighting in front of it, but there was no damage to the actual base. Also, I thought I missed the Spire. When did Spire happen?
Gravity isn't aware. A while ago, I mentioned a Mutalisk. I mentioned it was a good Mutalisk, man.
I totally missed that.
But yeah. And Gravity has no idea about the Spire. Does he have missile turrets? He does not, no.
No. I don't even think he has an energy bay. He just has double armory, like, he didn't think it would be necessary.
But what about that high sec auto trekking? That's the essential upgrade for everything. These Mutalisks can definitely catch Gravity off guard. He's got a Viking, but we all know that it's not the best thing you want against a flock of mutas.
The only real anti-air he has right now are the Cyclones, and they won't deal well with Mutalisk. Unless he has, like, I don't know, godly micro and just like points one by one and it's enough to kill them, but I don't think it works like that.
I mean, you know.
Okay, he killed one. He killed one.
You don't know. Yep. But meanwhile, just so many marine snow SCVs are falling. On the plus side,
17 now. 18.
Gravity can make mules.
He can, but 23 workers, that's a lot of workers.
Yes, but he can still make mules.
That's still a lot. He accidentally attacked his own CC, trying to defend with Cyclones.
Yeah, that's fine. Those are out though.
4.
Magic box. Actually, I'm not. My spatial awareness is just.
I would try to magic box it. I mean, it's just 1-4. I mean, no, sorry, he's a second one. 2 4s may be a bit much for this group. I also never learned magic boxing.
Supply difference.
Yeah, the supply difference is really telling a story. And like, look at the worker count. Like, sure, he has Muse and he threw a bunch of them.
That's all you need.
But even with the Muse, look at the income. Like, the income for Phoenix is a whole 1,000 more.
Yeah, and he's got that nice worker count and 4 bases. Yeah, 4 bases.
Yeah.
I'm good at math. 4 bases that he needs. At this point, so long as he can keep gravity on his side of the map, he has pretty much free reign.
That's a lot of Banes.
So many. He's hashtag play like Nesty.
I mean, there's a lot of Hellbats as well, so I guess the Banes will be helpful.
Yeah, Hellbats are still light units, though. They take extra damage from.
Yeah. I just
Banelings.
don't know if you need that many Banelings.
Look, hashtag play like Nesty. Just crash it all
And
into
Gravity
the
is
Thors,
trying to find
and
the
then
best
you let
angle.
the Mutas clean up.
Aren't Links better
that's
versus
one
Thors?
thing.
I don't know. Okay, this is a weird angle
Not
to
bad,
fight at.
I guess. Oh, the
Yes,
Thors
the
are not in
Mutas-
place yet.
Okay,
Oh, they're clunked up. But the Banelings do manage to clean out the Thors, and now look at the Mutas cleaning out that army.
that was
And
a
now,
good one.
again, look at the supply.
He actually
Very
played
nice
it.
flank with the Banelings from Phoenix.
He played it well. Like he had Banelings on the back, Banelings on the front, and the Mutas went on top of everything to kill the tanks and the Thors as well. Actually, I think the Mutas could actually kill the Thors, but it was just safer that way.
Yeah, I mean, he was clumping them up quite a bit, so better not to take a risk. But man, that was such a good flank by Phoenix Tears. And now just look at the supply.
Yeah, but like once again, the positioning on this fight was very important.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if it was a good idea to attack in a choke when you know that the opponent has the flying army, because like if you have air army, like the choke doesn't apply to you. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad,
but
yeah.
I think it wasn't very advantageous to Gravity to fight in a choke. Because like all his units are stuck as well, and the Banelings just roll into them.
Yeah, I guess so. He also didn't have tanks in position. Well, to be fair,
that's true. No,
he didn't have tanks in position, but that's a lot of Banelings.
That's a lot of Banelings, but the tanks could kill a lot of those Banelings as they were rolling in. Also, this is an interesting base.
I mean, you gotta go vertical, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So you gotta expand vertical. These units are just gonna win the game right now.
Yep, just killing the CC.
Okay.
There's a small run by with Helions, but it's not gonna do
that
much.
gets cleaned out very quickly. GG is called. Phoenix Tears gonna bring us again to the match point. Very clear possibility of him bringing us the 4-2.
Honestly, I'm trying to remember, but I don't think a single drone died in this game. I was gonna check, but the game already ended. But I don't think a single drone died, or maybe like few.
Work is active. I'm gonna say one died.
Yeah, why not?
And that's how he was able to get the Muta switch and just turn it all around.
The good old Muta switch.
I mean, yeah. I mean, who expects Muta switch in a time where Hydraling Bane is so prevalent? It was the right move, definitely, but considering the meta, I don't blame Gravity at all for being caught off guard.
Yeah, like Mutas are pretty rare nowadays. But in the same time, that comes down to scouting. Like you have to try and scout your opponent to see what he's doing.
Now, a little bit on our opponent. It is... Wait, why am I the host?
Okay. And I...
Yeah, are you ready? Can I hit start game? Can I hit start game?
I'm asking. I'm asking.
What? What? Can I hit start game?
I don't know. Big thing.
Fuck! Play us already! God damn it.
Oh no! What have we done?
God
Oh well.
damn it.
Yeah, because like Light was talking to me about.
God damn it, Light.
Well,
All
never
right.
mind. It's not important anymore.
Well, right. Sun Tzu is a player that we've known before in the past. He has faced off against Milk and Cookies, if I'm not wrong, in our last season of VTL. Came down to the wire, those two.
Yeah, Senso is a good player.
He liked his Roach Hydra, from what I remember. A lot of time has changed since then, though. And definitely probably has a lot more strategies in that little book he wrote. That book, of course, being Lord of the Rings.
Obviously. No, don't give coffee to Yaku. You don't know what you're doing.
Coffee?
You don't want to give coffee to Yaku. That's
Coffee?
as his clan supervisor, I do not recommend giving him coffee. This is a very bad idea with very serious consequences. Also, I can't speak English.
Yeah.
Glad you enjoyed it.
And speaking of English, I don't have a good segue, but in the bottom left corner map, spawning in the bottom left corner map, in the bottom left corner map of Blue Shift, we have the what's it called? Blue. Maybe I do need coffee to just remember close. The Blue Zerg of the Embers division, but representing Ris3n as a whole. He has been known as a reliable ace in the past. He has been known as the strategy master. And apparently, because I was rewatching Duct Tapes, because, you know, Duct Tapes are good, there's a plug. The art designer and wrote an art book of, I don't know, something, I don't really remember. We have Sun Tzu. And in the top right-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, we have the orange Zerg. What did I say about Sun Tzu? I'm trying to get some kind of
He's going aggressive.
parallel.
Speed it up.
Oh, he's going aggressive. I gotta speed it up. Court only speed it up. We have the orange Zerg representing CranKy Clan, and he's gonna bring it home. We have Phoenix Tears. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised
this is
that Sun
gasless.
Tzu will go. This is gasless. Yeah. A little bit surprised Sun Tzu will go hatch first in TVZ, but he is the Diamond 1 Zerg player.
I mean, you can go hatch first in ZVZ. I would say going hatch first is a mind game. Like, your opponent is expecting like that you will go like safe because it's ZVZ. So, and many of them will just like sit in their base. So many times you can just get away with the hatch first.
That's a pretty good point, yeah. But Phoenix, yes, not gonna let that happen. He is reminding me of my. That's a lot of drones coming down.
I mean, he has to.
But yeah, he has to do something with them.
I don't think he needed that many though.
I mean, you know. Well, it is actually delaying mining for a long time. But yeah, no, there's enough to chase him off. But yeah, it did delay mining, but you know. As I was saying, Phoenix is getting his wooden ruler / cane ready, reminding Sun Tzu that greed is a sin and as such has to be punished.
But yeah, like I don't know, did he do like, how many drones died? 2 drones, that's not that much of a damage. Sure, it's bad on the beginning of the game, so like it's not like there's no damage. And a lot of lost mining time, which is very important.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like Phoenix here says, okay, now he's caught up in workers. Never mind. I want to say it kind of tricked Sun Tzu into getting that spine, and now he's getting another spine.
Yeah, I think it's more about
So-
like punishing the hatch first and just like getting economical advantage, which Sun Tzu is slowly catching up on. So Phoenix has to be careful about that.
Absolutely. This lair is about to be done much earlier than Phoenix Tears.
Oh, that's an interesting Bailing Nest.
Is it no?
I mean, putting your buildings in this place usually to defend like drops or like Nidos or something, to like spot it earlier. But I don't know if I would be expecting it in this game. Guess we'll see. I mean, we saw the drop once today, so why not twice?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're from different divisions. It's the same clan overall, though. They're all united in their representation of Ris3n.
Roach Warren coming up.
Yep. I do not want to be reminded of Lings versus Roaches in TVC.
Do you mean you do not want to be reminded about how I played the VZ versus you and beat you twice with different compositions?
Roaches are bad.
The one time I could beat Yaku even though he already surpassed me in rank.
I think you mean the 2 times.
I mean, 2 times, but you know, the one situation. Meanwhile, Phoenix is taking a third. No signs of a third from Sun Tzu yet.
Yeah, I mean, again, he knows that Sun Tzu is playing more defensively, so why not just take that economic advantage? Well, I suppose the reason why not is because pretty soon Sun Tzu is going to get a pretty good timing on his +1, his Galau's Constitution. He's not getting more roaches, but one has to expect them to be on the way at this point, really.
Yeah, Phoenix did scout the base, so that's really good. It seems like he wants to focus on Linkbane though. He's getting the melee upgrades. Huh.
Yep.
He's getting more Gazer.
I mean, I don't know about a viability standpoint, but from a hedonistic standpoint, I find Linkbane to be one of the most fun unit compositions in Micro.
I mean, yeah, obviously, it is. It's also really easy to fail. Like, extremely easy to fail Linkbane.
But those times when you do succeed, muy caliente.
Yeah, that is fun.
Right.
If you actually manage to get a good connect. Okay, the roaches are moving
this
out.
timing is about to, yeah, this timing is about to come into effect for Sun Tzu. Phoenix Tears.
There are scouting links though.
Yeah, Phoenix Tears should see this coming on the way. But what is he going to do to defend is the question.
Well, he has all this Linkbane.
Okay, yep. Yep, if you can get a good surround on these roaches. And again,
he shouldn't be wasting Banelings though.
Yeah, I mean, Banelings aren't the best against armored targets, but you shouldn't. That is actually a really good connect onto the eggs, the morphing Ravagers.
That was really good. Okay, that was really well timed.
Yeah, and I was getting such good surrounds.
He lost 2 drones in the process, but that's not that bad.
No. Oh no,
like
now the worker counts are even.
He cleared out like the whole push that was coming. There are reinforcements now, but like the main punch is gone. And now Sun Tzu wants to take a third, but there are links poking in.
But he's gonna get it anyway. Phoenix is going for his meter switch once again.
The thing is that Phoenix Tears already has a base. It has no drones on it, Phoenix. But he has the base, while Sun Tzu still has to like babysit his.
Yep, Sun Tzu has to do something with his army very soon. And it actually is looking kind of worried for Phoenix Tears. Like, he managed to win that previous engagement off the back of getting Banelings right on top of morphing Ravages.
He has much more links this time though.
Yep.
The roaches
Yeah,
are in
these
good
are some
position.
pretty good surrounds.
The queens
Again,
will
don't
help,
underestimate
but
the effect of AoE. Queens are starting to help a lot, and these are the reinforcing lings coming down.
he needs more though.
This is deadly though. GG.
Yeah, GG.
Such a crisp timing from Sun Tzu, and being able to back it up twice. Phoenix was able to get some very, very good Balin connects, but he couldn't make Lightning Strike twice, unfortunately. And so now,
Yeah,
bring
those.
it to the 8th.
I mean, like those are pretty lucky connects because like he connected right on top of the eggs, and I don't know if like the tag instantly changes because the roaches are armored, so they don't really take that much damage from banelings. But I guess the eggs must be already light or something.
Well, it doesn't matter if the eggs are changed tags because when you morph, it's still at like what 5 health immediately.
Is it? I mean, the eggs are obviously weaker, but are they that much weaker? Are they the same health as Ravagers? I never checked. Like, that never just crossed my mind that you could do that.
They are way lower. That's why... Yeah, it's a way lower health than the units themselves. Okay, maybe not way lower. Way lower might be overselling it, but it's easier to kill, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, obviously. So what is the one map that we didn't play? Fracture?
Fracture, if I'm not wrong. If I'm keeping score. We did Dream Catcher.
Yeah.
Parasite, Cerulean. Yep, so Fracture is our ace match. Ace map for the ace match. And we just got
Fracture with a Zerg on it.
What do you think? Light ZVZ. What do you think, Kuro?
I think if it's light ZVZ, then it's gonna be very explosive.
I agree. I think we're gonna see a continuation of Limbane. That is something that Light does like to do.
Yeah, although seeing as Sun Tzu likes to just go ahead economically and transition into roaches.
I feel like maybe that was a response.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
The thing is, though, from what I do remember from... Although, obviously, it is a different matchup. But from what I do remember from Sun Tzu versus Mocha Cookies is he was a big fan of his Roach Hydra comp. But again, it was a while ago. He may have changed it up. And obviously, it's a different matchup. But, you know.
Yeah. You really find out. I mean, one thing that Light is known for is his vision on the map, so I guess he will adapt to whatever is happening. And as you know,
he's a very reactive player.
Yeah, as you know, Lynx can actually deal with roaches to like certain point. It's more about knowing when to switch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because like in the visit there comes a point where you need some better response than just spamming links.
Are you saying it's not like Man with Gun?
No, links are not like Man with Gun.
You mean your tier 1 units don't counter everything?
No, not really, no.
I'm sort of
weird, right?
Yes, I know. You don't got Man with Gun. You don't got mules. What does Race have going for you?
Injects.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty cool.
I mean, kinda. It's like if you have resources, you can always build units. I can have resources and still not be able to build units.
Falcon. Here we go. Ace match. Match point.
Yep. We do really need that win. I mean, it would be better if we could get better score, but we do need the win.
No pressure.
No pressure. Not at all.
And And speaking of pressure, here we have it, folks, over on the top left-hand corner map, spawning in the top left-hand corner map. On the top left-hand corner map of Fracture, we have the Greens. We have the captain of the CranKy Ducklings. He is the captain, Mon Capitan. I don't know what captain in Russian is. De Commissar. That's not captain, but you know, whatever. He is De Commissar, I guess. We have the Green Zerg, all the way from Australia. He woke up at like 6 a.m. to play in this. We have the Green Zerg, the captain of the Ducklings. Everybody spam your wings, because we have Light VIP, the captain of the Ducklings. And on the bottom right-hand corner map, spawning on the bottom right-hand corner of the map, I regret giving Light such a long intro, because I don't know Sun Tzu enough to give him one of such nature. But he's a very good player. He wrote books, I'm assuming, and according to Duct Tape, he is the art designer of something, and he wrote an art book. We have the ace of Ris3n, all the way from the Embers division, but uniting with all of the other divisions to represent Ris3n as a whole. We have the ace of Ris3n. We have Sun Tzu.
And once again, Light is going for the more aggressive pull first version, or more like gas pull, and Sun Tzu is going for a hatch first. Or was it hatch first? I think it was hatch first. Pretty sure it was. Or at least it was earlier.
Yep.
An instant evolution chamber.
You know.
That's different.
Okay.
Straight Evo. Okay.
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet, but actually, look, he's preparing. He saw the links. He's preparing. He knows. I mean, he cancelled the Evo.
He was preparing, but
yeah, he cancelled the Evo because obviously he needs the resources right now to get the defense. But actually, getting Carapace early is very good for like link bane fights, because your links just survive longer.
how long does it take though? Is a good question. Oh, turning it out is pretty good. It was a very nice micro from Sun Tzu trying to force the queen into a choke in the mid-surface area. However, Light VIP,
He was paying attention.
Understands. Yeah, he was paying attention. So just go around the choke, mate.
Yeah, he's queuing more links.
Yep.
So this is gonna be another aggressive fight on Sun Tzu's side.
Yeah, I watched his VSL when he was streaming his VSL game, and this is actually kind of a similar thing that happened.
Yeah, there was the VSL game where he was trying to play all macro and it was really tough for him, and then he just played Link Bane and just crashed.
Yeah, they just link flooded. Hashtag play like true.
That was a bad baiting.
That was not the best failing connect, yeah. But
I mean, I assume he just moved it
down. I mean, it's a fair assumption. Spawn crawler is gonna go down, and
another one is just walking in, like just waddling in. But no, this base is done.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He's
not completely out of it. Sun Tzu's not completely out of it, but this is rough.
Oh, he's going straight roaches.
Roach war now, yeah. I mean, he's got these spine crawlers up, but yeah.
I don't think going roaches of one base is a great idea.
It's a bit of a desperate move, yeah, but it's not the ideal economy you want.
I mean, the big thing is that roaches require a lot of gas and a lot of supply and just a lot of everything.
I mean, yeah, you could have just turned it out to that.
And then you have this.
Ooh, there's a...
That's what have been so good.
Chasing down the drones, damaging some. Oh, okay, you get another. Gets 5, not too bad. And he's just sort of targeting down. He's just straight link flooding. He knows his opponent's on one base. He knows he's forced us out. I think Light is just
like,
gonna be able to do this.
Even if he didn't flood it right now, he has more workers, so like he could just macro up and like he would still be ahead. Like,
but like, yeah,
being forced to be on one base is really tough.
He is tunneling a little bit, it seems. He is focusing 100% on those lings, but
yeah, it's
in
just
this case,
stream.
I don't think it's gonna. And in this case, I don't think it's really gonna be too much of a problem for him.
I honestly think the Roach Warren with all the evos, like taking up when you are contained on one base, I don't think that was a good idea. I think he should have just went into Lingbane himself.
And yeah, we are gonna see GG very soon. Nice connect!
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Light motherfucking VIP coming in the ace, bringing it in. Whew.
Nice.
Or in the up.
I mean, yeah, that's what I think when you are being denied a base and like you are under pressure by constant flood of links. I don't think taking up is a good choice because you just don't have the time to take up and then get the units. Like I think it would be much better if he just like got his own links and got a Baning nest behind it. So like because even having like 2 Banes is already like gonna kill most of those links in a good position.
I mean, I don't consider myself experienced enough with Zerg or knowledgeable enough to make any sort of things, but as Terran, if I'm contained to one base, it's typically get to Starport and try to get something out that I can use to counter harass.
Yeah, I mean, Zerg doesn't have that. Like before Zerg gets Spire, like it's literally ages. And like the attack is happening right now. Like that was, I think like that was the whole thing here.
I guess Zerg doesn't have walls you can hide behind.
Yeah, like the attack is here. What are you gonna do about it? Like you don't have the time to spare.
I suppose, yeah. And yep, those were the games. I'm trying to think of something that I can add, but he pretty much nailed it, so...
I mean, at least I can talk about Zerg. I'm probably gonna... I'm probably still making mistakes, and I'm probably totally wrong, and like, he could have went roaches and like 12 mutas, but...
Yeah, he might have been able to, on one base, get an infestation pit and just a Brute Lord.
Yeah. Maybe, who knows?
But yeah,
it's another victory on our score.
On the up and up.
Yeah, we're going up, but like I'm not sure.
So I say just we play our best and hope for the best, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about things you can't control. Alright, closing statements.
Like it's like you're reading from the paper. Okay, now it's time for the close. Now it's time to praise Light. Now.
I will now join hands in yep.
Oh god. Good that we don't have a member called Sun, because we would praise the Sun. Never mind.
Yeah. But I meant more like closing statements from you, because I pretty much said what I want to say.
I mean, good job, guys. Basically. Phoenix Tears got 2 games. That's nice. And yeah. And overall, that was a pretty nice match.
Light avenged milk.
Yeah. That's actually a thing, because back then we also got to the ace, and that time it was gravity casting, and milk fell to Sun Tzu.
So now we know the secret is whoever's casting has an edge for the aces. We must use this.
Yes. So yeah. GG's to everybody.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. Cheer us on for the final week, and if we make it to the playoffs, cheer us on for the playoffs.
Yep.
But yeah, pretty much.
So yeah. Yaku, do you want to plug your stuff, as you say? Buy your shirts.
Twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1, Twitter.com @EmperorYakuzaku, Twitch.tv /like_VIP, Twitch.tv/PhoenixSerious45, Twitch.tv/Quirky Esports, Twitch.tv, I don't know Dali's thing.
Dali
whatever.
Cat.
Buy my shirts. /DaliCat. Buy my shirts.
Yep. And I'm Kuro, also known as 16 Squad Sanseki, so if you looked it up, you should get everything. And please join our Discord server if you want to hear more from the Ducklings and the general StarCraft world, because we share a lot of news about StarCraft and about tournaments. So even if you're not like interested in the Ducklings themselves, I don't know why not, then at least you can get info about tournaments and things. So come on, join.
Yeah.
And other than that, we'll be going now. Bye.